Welcome to this month's edition of Wanderlust. The blizzard of 2021 has taken over Northwest Arkansas, so in an attempt to stay safe, we are recording from our respective offices today because we didn't want to wait an entire month to get you another episode of our television show. I'm Peggy Rosenthal. I'm owner of Dream Vacations here in Bella Vista.
And I'm Debbie Corwin. I'm owner of NWA Getaways Dream Vacations in Springdale.
We have a real special treat today. Debbie just returned from a trip to Jamaica. So we're going to be able to give you firsthand information on what Debbie explored while she was in Jamaica, clear from arriving into the country to visiting her resort. And we've got some great pictures and video to add on. So Debbie, why don't you start with talking to us about what you had to do to prepare to go to Jamaica and then what it was like to arrive in Montego Bay.
Certainly. Jamaica does require a PCR test 10 days before you travel. So we did have to go get a COVID test. There is a neat thing on their website that gives you the date that you can take your test. So you just plug in your travel date and it lets you know the earliest date that you can take your test, which is nice because you don't have to, count on your fingers and figure out, do I count the day I travel or do I not count the day I travel, and that kind of thing. So we did that. We got our results within 3 days. And then 5 days before we left, we had to put in for our travel authorization. Just another online thing that you fill out the form, your passport numbers, your flight numbers, that kind of thing. And then when I first had clients travel to Jamaica late last year, after they started this, it took several days for that authorization to come in. In fact, we were following up about 12 hours before their flight, trying to figure out where is their authorization. We got ours within about 30 minutes this time. So it was really quick and really easy. And you just have to print that out and take it with you along with the results of your test. And then when we got to the airport in Arkansas, we had to show all that information to the gate agent. And then when we got to Jamaica, we had to, we had a layover in Atlanta and we had to show that information again. And then when we got to Jamaica, once again, we had to show it. But I tell you what, that was the fastest and easiest I have ever had going through customs and immigration. We went off the plane straight to an immigration officer, show our passports, straight over to customs, picked up our luggage, and we were about the third person in line to get through. So within 30 minutes or less, we were sitting in the Sandals Lounge, having a Red Stripe beer and some snacks, and just waiting on our shuttle to the resort.
It sounds like they really have this process streamlined now, especially as you talk about the comparison to sending clients late in 2020 to your experience. So I think that's good information to have, that the different destinations are getting better and better about smoothly processing visitors, because tourism is so important to these destinations.
It is, and now is just a great time to travel because it is so much slower right now, and you get specialized service and things go so much faster. And like you said, the countries really need tourism money right now, and they're bending over backwards to make sure that you have a good time.
Wow, that's great. So I think, Debbie, what you went on is what we call in the industry a FAM trip, which FAM stands for familiarization.
Right.
And it's a great opportunity for travel agents to visit a destination and not only do a thorough investigation of the resort that they're staying at, but also visit quite a few other resorts. I know I've done FAM trips where we put in 22,000 steps a day because we might visit 5 or 6 resorts and we comb every part of it to see what the accommodations are like, maybe have a meal there, experience the service. Can you talk to us a little bit about that FAM experience you had in Jamaica?
Yes, this one was a little bit different because it was very specifically focused on beaches in Negril. And to be quite honest, I did not take the opportunity this time to go over to Sandals Negril. I just needed a little bit of a break and wanted to experience the resort. Although we did spend 3 nights at that beaches, we tried some different restaurants, we toured around and looked at different rooms. And then for 2 nights after that, we went to Sandals Royal Caribbean and then visited Sandals Montego Bay. So I did actually see 3 resorts during the time that I was there, but it was not one of those fams like you're talking about where you have to see 4 or 5 resorts and spend the entire day walking.
Yeah, but still a great experience to really understand what the service is like at the 2 resorts that you stayed at. It really prepares travel agents to identify a perfect solution for their clients based on what their clients' needs are.
That's exactly right. Yes. So I actually, while I was there, we met with my business development manager for Sandals and Beaches, and we did a video together that highlighted some different areas, and it's a little bit fun, and it has a little bit of, it actually has a lot of great information. So we are going to go ahead and share that video with you now, and then we will be back after the video to talk just a little bit more.
Have a seat here. Hi, Sharon. Thanks for coming.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Hi,
everybody. So I am Sharon from the Kids Camp. So for our Kids Camp, we entertain and we entertain all our little VVIPs. We have planned activities throughout the day. And we also offer private nanny service, which is optional. And that is a cost of $20 per hour. And after 11, it's $25 per hour. And we don't leave out anyone. We have our special needs kids that are living with autism. And for them, they get a special rate, which is $15 per hour.
So is that per child? The $20 per hour, is that per child?
It is per room, so it's up to
room,
3 kids.
Up to 3 kids.
Yes.
Okay, that's not bad at all.
Yes, it's great.
You know, some people think when you come on a resort, everything's going to be super expensive, but that's what I think people would pay for 3 kids back home for babysitting. Right?
Yes.
So awesome.
And for the Kids Camp, we do Sesame Street activities throughout the day. And every night we have a Sesame Street live stage show, except for a Thursday, we do the Sesame Street Carnival Parade.
And we just missed seeing that last night, but I have seen it at Beaches, Turks, and Caicos, and oh my gosh, we absolutely loved it as adults.
Yes. It's all fun-filled, and the kids love it.
Yeah.
And we also do like a character breakfast.
Oh, okay.
The guests will get to see characters throughout their breakfast, come around, have fun with them at their tables. They do a little dance moves and all of those. And it's just $16 for the child. They get a goodie bag, and for the parents, it's $12.
Okay, that sounds great. What oh shoot, I forgot what I was going to ask you now. Oh, so the kids camp, what ages can they go to the kids camp?
So our kids camp is from newborn up to 17 years old.
Newborn?
Yes.
And most resorts don't take newborns.
We do. It's our pleasure.
Wow.
You cannot put Monroe in there. There is an age limit. And your sweet husband cannot do the day camp.
Okay. He can't even go in there and play Xbox and all those great screens. Oh, okay.
I play golf on the Xbox, so yes, that is. But you can't like leave him there.
Just leave him and
When he's
babysit
there
him.
and take care of him.
All right. Oh, that's great. So can you tell me a little bit more about what makes Beaches Kids Camp special with the autism certification?
Okay,
What does that mean for my clients?
So Beaches with the autism certification, not only our Kids Camp team members are certified. You can walk on the resort, you go to the bar, you go to the dining room, water sports, and you'll find certified autism trained personnel there.
Oh, wow.
So 80% of our team members are certified also.
Okay. So if there's an issue going on, they're trained in how to handle
they
that
can
and help the
yes.
parent with whatever, a meltdown or whatever happens to be going on. That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
That excites me about Beaches because I have a few family members with autism, and so that's kind of special to me. So that you guys would cater to that is fantastic.
Yes, we do. Yes.
Okay. That's great.
And for the autism kids, what I've said before, they'll get a beaches buddy.
Uh-huh.
And the beaches buddy, you get a lower rate than the normal children of $15 per hour.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So they have somebody that's pretty
Yes.
much assigned to just them.
Right.
Gotcha. That's fantastic. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes, well, thank you so
Yes,
much,
thank you,
Mr.
Sharon.
Okay.
Thank you. And
You're
so
welcome.
I'm sorry, we'll tell Mr. Monroe that he will have to hang out. He'll, you know
You're
what?
just gonna have to hang out with me.
He's gonna have to hang out with you, or he can go down the water slide. There's all types of fun things to do. So just real quick, because we have another surprise guest that I would like for y'all to get to experience her knowledge and all the things. I mean, like, you know, I always say there's a gatekeeper. Well, she's the gatekeeper. She has the keys to the beaches, and she is amazing. But so I'm gonna go just through a few little slides real fast. Let me share my screen real fast. And
I'll drink. You share your screen and I'll have a drink.
Perfect. So right here from the Lovebirds. I love seeing this picture because, you know, I need to cut this and put it on my fridge for my sweet honey bunny back home and be like, honey, that could be us. I would never be that small. But
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Yeah. Nope. And you know what? There's normal folks here.
Right?
Yeah. So I fit in just good. And considering like
They
I
don't look like the Sandals commercial.
No, they don't. No, they don't. No. No, I put a blindfold on my husband like, no. I'm the only princess in this world.
Right.
No, just kidding. But of course, Sandals Platinum Protocol Cleanest, there's 18 different steps, but there's 12 sweet steps. And so like for me, when you got into your room and they were able that little label on your door that like said signed, sealed, and delivered, like this room is safe.
Sanitized. Nobody but the new occupants go in.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. I mean, that's just another process of our worry-free, stress-free vacation at Sandals and Beaches Resorts. And then, of course, summer here is 24/7, 365 days a year. I mean, like, I just wish I knew all the things I know now before I spent all those endless, wasteless dollars at Branson. Not that I don't love Branson, but I would save money coming here or
And the service.
and the
You don't get
service.
that in Branson.
You don't get the food. You don't get like it's unlimited.
Somebody bringing you a drink to the pool.
No,
or the
you
beach.
don't get all that.
Mm-mm.
No. And you know, my kids always just every 30 minutes, can I? And I'd be like, no, we can't. But here it's like, yes,
Yeah,
you
'cause
can.
it doesn't cost anything
No,
extra.
right?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. The 24-hour tennis, the basketball, the hobbies, the aqua trikes, which I'm now like certified specialist on really back home we call them those big 3-wheelers that float on water. But I was educated that those are aqua trikes.
Oh, okay. Now, at least I know what to ask for.
I know
here in a little while.
yeah. So, but yes, those are absolutely amazing. Diving, if you're a certified diver, diving's included up to 2 tanks a day. Like, I mean, that is unheard. That's unheard of.
That's expensive
Yeah.
to just pay for somewhere else.
I know. And then if you know, and then some of our Sandals resorts, like if you golf, green fees are included. Like, I mean, and my husband and I golf, and I mean, sometimes we break the bank on golfing. Like, I mean,
It's an expensive sport.
the most amazing thing about Sandals and Beaches Resorts, the whole part about you pay to play, throw that out the window. Like, you play and it's free. Like, we need to come up with another motto. Like, pay to play is like not the case with Sandals and Beaches Resorts. So, and here for all those destination weddings, retie the knots, hint, honey, if you're listening, I want to retie the knot on the Overwater Chapel anywhere anytime soon. And Debbie, you'll take care of that for me. Right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And then those perfect honeymoons. I mean, you know, so as a mother of 4, all 4 are off the payroll, but 3 have officially married. And I mean, back home, I think about like if I would have known about destination weddings, I just thought, oh, that's only lifestyles of the rich and famous. We can't do that. Hello, that's not the case. That is probably the most misleading fake news ever. Because we would have saved money. Getting married at Sandals or Beaches Resorts, as long as you stay 3 nights or longer, is free. Yes, my favorite word.
Right.
Free. And that includes your 2-tier cake. That's free. Your beautiful flowers is free. Getting married on the beach, free. If you want to add, it can be as spectacular as you want it to be, or it can be just you and as most intimate as you want it to be. They have a saying where there's a will, there's a way. And so, and I've seen it firsthand. There was a wedding here like 3 days ago, and oh my gosh, beautiful.
Well, some of the venues back home are $1,500 an hour.
Oh my, okay.
So
You tell me,
amazing.
like, you do that, do the math.
Right.
Like that's
Yeah.
like, hello, I need a bank loan.
And then your friends can get in on the vacation as well.
Here, yeah.
So,
And I like, who can benefit from their friends? It's normally right the opposite. Like, this way, you're like, friends, hello, and you benefit from friends and family this time.
That's right.
And with Sandals and Beaches, there's so many places to where, like, so Beaches is of all ages, Sandals is for adults only, 18 and up. But like, you can say, okay, I'm going to get married at Beaches, or I'm going to get married at Sandals, and the families can swap. Oh, we have Monroe here. Were you on there? We saw your video. We saw the beach. Yes, we did. Yes. Did you? So Monroe. Okay. So Monroe is living his best life right now. He had toes in the sand on the beach. He just brought us these amazing Bob Marley.
That did look like the Jamaican flag before. I drank too much of it.
Yeah, you better suck that down. But you know, it's not like any other resort. Like, do you have an armband on? No armband.
Resorts with armbands.
I know. An armband at other all-inclusive resorts, and I don't like to talk bad about competition, but I will say this. Facts are facts, okay? At Sandals and Beaches Resorts, you're going to get the same service no matter what room category you're in.
That's true.
You're never going to have an armband. You're never going to walk up to a restaurant and be like, oh, you've already had 2 meals this day, and based off your armband, you can't come back till 5. I personally have experienced that at all-inclusives when I used to book my own before I used to travel
Or
agent.
only maybe 3 nights that you can go to an a la carte restaurant in a week.
Yeah.
As opposed to, and then you have to go to the buffet.
Oh, I know.
I hate that.
I hate it too. Before, I've actually been to a place where we were with some friends and they got a higher room category than me and my husband. And like, we got the menu with chicken strips and hamburgers, and they got like steak and lobster.
Oh, no.
And I was like,
Wait a minute.
like, I thought this was all inclusive. Well, their armband color was different than my armband color.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay, that will never happen at a Sandals and Beaches Resorts. If the service is the same, no matter what room category you're in, and that's like the best thing ever. You can eat every 30 minutes. Like, I saw you had yo-yos for breakfast this morning.
No, wait, I had breakfast. That was my snack.
Oh, that was brunch. That was
Yes,
brunch.
I had an omelet for breakfast. That was delicious.
Oh, yes. And so you're probably going to go back to yo-yos before the night's over with,
Probably,
right?
yes.
I know. Me
Because
too.
Monroe had something that was really good that I didn't get, so I've got to go get that.
Yes. Yo-Yo's is a restaurant that is only exclusive to Beaches Resort in Negril, Jamaica. Yep. The Yo-Yo's is not in any other of the resorts in the chain.
Okay.
And you'll see a lot of different restaurants that are at the same at different cuisines at different resorts, but Yo-Yo's is exclusive to Beaches Negril. And it's like right in the center of the water park. So your kids go down the water slide, Yo-Yo's, down the water slide, Yo-Yo's, down the water slide, chicken strips, down the water slide, yo-yos. Like it's and it's unlimited. I mean, it's all included.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. No nickel and diamond mom
No,
for that ice cream cone.
no, absolutely.
And you know what? I'm gonna just jump in.
Yes.
The other thing that is great for the kids, because they want to be like mom and dad, right?
Yeah.
So there's the swim up bar over there, right outside the water park, also that has a menu that's just for kids, like the chocolate monkey and
Did you see that
Superman. Yeah, yeah. So they've got the menu there just for kids. It's got cute little symbols, cute little pictures on it, and yeah, so I love that.
I do too. And it's funny you say that because some clients are like, well, maybe I don't need an all-inclusive. I don't need this. I don't need that because I don't drink. Okay. I promise you, though, you will love the non-alcoholic drinks.
Mhm.
Like you will, I mean, they're just as yummy.
Yeah,
They're sometimes
just as calorie full.
just as calorie full. Sometimes I even order off of the little kids menu over there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that Superman is amazing.
Hello, this is where I'm hanging out.
What?
Where are you?
Monroe.
I'm at the beach.
You're at the
Monroe's
beach
at
now?
the beach. Oh my gosh.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm here working. What are you doing?
Oh, he's living his best life right now. Look at that.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my gosh, Monroe. Toes in the sand. Look at that beach. Notice how like the sand, like there's no rocks in the
There's
sand.
not.
Like every morning they're out there raking the sand, like no seaweed, no, like there's no imperfections in that. It's so beautiful. And you got that slight slope that goes out. So you got that crystal clear water. Look at those ocean blue colors. Like that's amazing.
And did y'all hear Amanda earlier what the beach is called? 7 Mile Beach.
I know, 7 Mile.
Oh, it's wide. It's
I
7
mean,
miles.
The
I'm
7
gonna go now,
Mile.
ladies, and enjoying this
Thank you.
view.
Hey, Monroe, get back to work.
Hello, I'm Mike Cleary, host of Bella Vista and Beyond, and Happy New You. Like many Northwest Arkansas businesses and organizations, Bella Vista Community Television experienced a voluntary shutdown in the latter part of 2020, affecting our regular programming schedule. As a result, you may have noticed many of our programs had been rerun over the last few months of the year. We here at Bella Vista Community Television take COVID-19 health guidelines very seriously. We chose to close the station for several weeks rather than place our staff and guests at risk of exposure. In 2021, we are resuming our normal programming schedule with new sets, new hosts, and new shows, while continuing to practice social distancing, wearing face masks, and routine sterilization of our set and studio equipment. All of us here at Bella Vista Community Television appreciate your viewership of our original programs, highlighting businesses and organizations in the Northwest Arkansas area. Our shows listing can be found in local newspapers and on our website, bellavistatv.org and bellavistatv.com. You can also view our programs on YouTube anytime you want. Along with those of you viewing our original programs, we would also like to thank and acknowledge our loyal members who subscribe to BVC TV and who offer financial support to the station through their generous contributions. You too can support the station by visiting our website, bellavistatv.com, and click on the Donate button. Or you can set up a monthly contribution through PayPal. We will continue to offer interesting and entertaining shows to Bella Vista visitors and residents, and we look forward to providing the same quality programming as you've come to expect from us in the past. Thank you for choosing Bella Vista Community Television.
So great video, Debbie. Lots of really good information there. I know one of the things that people really like about all-inclusive resorts is the food and the drink options. Talk to us a little bit about the food experience you had at Beaches, and of course also the beverage service.
Certainly. We had some great meals while we were there. The first night we had a group dinner at Kimonos, which is similar to Shogun here in Northwest Arkansas, a hibachi grill type meal that was fantastic. And one night we ate at a place called Stewfish, and that was my absolute favorite. It was authentic Jamaican food, and I had the signature dish, Stewfish, which is a fish in a kind of a brown sauce, and it was one of the most delicious meals I have ever had. The drinks were premium alcohol, and you would make anything that you wanted, and it's all included. And it you could just, if you didn't like something, which was nothing I didn't like, but if you didn't like something, you could pour it out and just ask for something else. So that's something really nice about an all-inclusive. If you don't like what you're eating, if you don't like what you're drinking, you can just tell them and ask for something else. So it's
Wow.
very, very easy to keep within your budget on an all-inclusive vacation.
That's a very good point, because so often when we travel and it's not all-inclusive, I might want to try that specialty cocktail, but at $13 or $14 a drink, if I don't like it, I'm really spending a lot of money to be experiential, which when you go to an all-inclusive, as you said, you can taste it, and if you don't like it, it's okay. Just order something else that you do like. So I think that's great.
Well, let's go on and finish the rest of this video, and then we'll be back.
So yeah, the 7 Mile Beach has like the best sunrises, the best rises, nighttime sunsets.
Yeah, have another drink.
Yeah, have another drink. The sunsets, like it is so cool. And your kids, it's just open. It's got the nice lighting. It's amazing.
Well, and the nice thing too that you were talking about, you know, who wants to spend the week of vacation with their kids saying no, 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 because you're watching the budget, right?
Right.
You don't want to do that. That's not fun for anybody. You don't want to have to say no. They don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah.
It's, you know, this is a yaman.
Yaman.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, like I said, the 5-star gourmet. We had a beautiful meal last night at Kimonos. Yeah. And then the above the top culinary is there as far as making sure the dietary needs and the special needs for food allergies. That's another reason why you use a travel agent, because she's going to book that trip for you, and she's going to ask those things and then actually have the availability to send them to you, to send to the resort before you even get here. So you don't have to worry about your kid being fed something that is a danger to them.
Right.
Like, and they're still
so many allergies lately.
Yeah, and they're still going to have amazing food. Like, that is so awesome. And then, of course, I think we have another special guest. So Miss Keisha here, she is the sales manager at the resort, which is another bonus for you being here, is you now have access to say, hey, my client such and such is coming to see you, Miss Nikisha.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, yay. So they're going to get that extra special touch just from you being here and gaining that
Here's a
relationship.
view of the water park.
Oh, wow.
Keisha got him set up at the water park.
Well, there we are at the water park. I see Monroe. We're going to do the slide. Yes, we're going to do the water slide.
We do this afternoon.
Yes, we're going to Monroe, and we're going to do the water slide live. Yes, I can see him. It's going to be a race, and whoever loses has to buy dinner tonight. I'm just kidding.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Maybe the winner buys dinner. Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, I'll buy whatever.
Let's see. Yeah.
Just kidding. It's all included. I don't have to buy anything.
Oh, bye.
So, our special guest, Miss Keisha, is coming. Of course, 365 days, fun in the sun. The wind was blowing just a little a couple days ago, and she was like, "This is our winter." I'm like, "Really? This is your winter?"
Nice.
I mean, just a little bit of sun. So, here Miss Keisha comes, and then we'll talk about a few of the beaches and grills. And Beaches Turk and Beaches Ocho Rios, but really,
Hi, everybody.
Thanks, Keisha.
Thanks for hanging out with us here at Beaches Grill. What's up, Deb?
I say, wagwan.
Wagwan. We learned that last night. Absolutely. Yeah, man. So I wanted to touch a little bit on your niche, which is somewhat special needs.
Yes. Yes.
And so you spoke with Sharon earlier.
Correct. Yeah.
And so one of the things we wanted to highlight as well is that, you know, we understand different spectrums. And so depending on where the child is on that spectrum, we can either integrate them into the kids camp so they don't feel like they're any different, which they are not any different from other kids. And so we integrate them. But if the needs arise, then we will do the one-on-one buddy system.
Okay, great.
All right. But there's lots for your clients to enjoy while they're down here. And like we've been sharing earlier, everything pretty much is included. 13 water sports activities, 10 dining options, 6 bars. Come on down. We would love to have you. Any questions for me, Deb?
Oh, I think Sharon did such a good job answering those the questions about the child care center. And I can't think of anything else. Miss Amanda's done a great job too.
Absolutely.
And thank you so much for helping Monroe and getting some of those shots in for everybody.
No problem at all. We want everybody to know that the 7-mile stretch of beach is down here and waiting for them to come and enjoy. When was it? Just yesterday, I took some amazing sunset pictures. The clouds were out, but nonetheless, we still had peekaboo view of the sunset. So it's never a dull moment here in Negril, Jamaica. We want you to come on down. There is something at this particular resort for everybody because, as you know, we cater to everybody. So it's singles, it's couples, it's families with children. And with 19 room categories, the possibilities are endless. So come on over. See you soon.
Thank you, Keisha.
Yeah, man, you're welcome.
thank you, Miss Keisha. I mean, like, that is awesome. Like, where do you know that the manager staff, like, comes out to say, hey, I'm here for you? Like, that's unheard of in the competition. I mean,
Well, last night they were dancing for it.
Singing,
right?
That's right.
That was so
we
much
even had
fun.
our private own little entertainment
We
last
did.
night from the managers. And so you can see here just as a few things of amazing things for the kids to do: the Xbox, the water park, the Trench Town, and then of course for Sandals, which is all ages 18 and up, 16 different resorts, 7 different islands in the Caribbean, and the Eastern Caribbean, which is on what we call law of the land, which means for those of you that are getting married and want that destination wedding, your wedding is real at one of our resorts. It's not a fake wedding.
Not one of those symbolic things.
Nope. It's recognized by the United States as a real wedding.
awesome.
Yeah. And so, and
Because
after,
then your anniversary, I always thought that was weird. You go to the courthouse and get married, and then you go a week later to somewhere else and do a symbolic. When you celebrate your
I
anniversary,
know, right? That's too much. Like, my husband has a hard time keeping up with one, much less two. And then, of course, this amazing over the water bungalows. We have split stays. Please, 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 please. The most misleading, fake news that anyone can ever think is that this is only for lifestyles of the rich and famous. Fake. And that you're going to get a better deal booking yourself. Fake. Always use a travel advisor, please, because for one, she has access to that special one-on-one. She has access to the managers here at property, where online you're just not going to get that. You're not going to get that service. We always strive for perfection. Sometimes things happen beyond our control, and you're going to need some help. And so using a travel advisor, you're protected. And sometimes you get a better deal using a travel advisor than you do online.
we have that secret.
Yes, we do. We do. Absolutely. And then, of course, our butler service. You know what? It just breaks my heart to hear someone say, oh, I don't need a butler. Yes, you do. That's the person that needs a butler more than anybody, because they're always doing for everybody. And usually mom. And I mean, how many times have you seen deals come across that are like with the butler service, like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe how affordable that was,
Yeah.
And to have the butlers there as much as you need him or as little as you need him, as long as it's legal and ethical, just saying that he will be there for you. I mean, our dad to sit out on the bar with his little ice chest full of his beer or his favorite drink or whatever the case may be, and never have to get up or never leave your book from reading. Like,
and they know your preferences. So one of my clients came back and told me from Exuma, which is one of your favorites, came back from Exuma and told me that after the first day, and he told the butler what they liked, they'd get up the next morning and their lounge chairs were there on the beach waiting with a cooler full of their favorite beer.
I know,
So
I know.
They never had to ask them for anything.
I saw the other morning a butler went out there. He had built this big old huge heart for this couple that was here on their honeymoon, and they had the butler service, and it had the rose petal on their private cabana, and this big huge heart built in the sand, and it was like had their names and everything. Like, he doesn't. That's like bonus.
That's above and beyond.
Yeah, that is. It's above and beyond. And so, yes.
Well, the butlers get good training before
They
they're
do.
released, right?
Yes, they're part of the Butler Elite Service. And that training is, it's not like you get it one and done, you're done. It's always recertified. It's always, training is always a part of the Butler Elites. Our butler,
kind of a British certification,
it
right?
is,
British butler
absolutely,
certification, yeah.
absolutely. And TV makes us think like, oh, we can't afford a butler. That's the lifestyles of the rich and famous. No,
And they're not all snooty because we're here in Jamaica.
that's right. No, their favorite word is yaman.
Yaman. What do you want,
Yaman.
Yaman?
Yaman. Yeah, I just have to remember when I go back home that I don't because my husband is so spoiled that he'll ask me to do something. Yaman. I have to put my big girl panties on and be like, no. I'm so used to saying yaman. And of course, here is some of our beautiful room categories. Oh, I know.
Gorgeous.
Tranquility tub, swim up pool.
Swim up pool is so awesome.
I know.
You have to go right outside your patio. And
I
get in the
know.
pool.
Be like, hang on 1 minute. Let me go swimming. I'll be back in 30.
Right.
Right. The overwater bungalows with oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Please, please, please. The sky pools. Look at those rendezvous. I mean, beautiful, amazing. Yes. Caribbean blues. Why not?
Yeah.
Like, what's holding you back? Like, are you sure you're okay?
Right, you deserve this.
Like, yeah. So, and then this is where those amazing deals come in for our 777. That's every
the
Wednesday.
secret.
That's the secret. Every Wednesday morning, she knows how to get you the best deals, the most valued vacation you could ever possibly imagine, save you thousands of dollars. And then, of course, for participating today, you get an extra $250 spa credit or credit towards an excursion, whatever the case may be. So please, 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 please reach out to us. It's $99 deposit. Hello. I mean, sometimes I think about like, I go into Walmart for bread and milk and walk out and be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was
No less
outrageous.
than $80 minimum.
Way, yeah. Way,
For a bag.
For your bag. And there's your $99 deposit.
Yeah.
We book out to 2023. Yes.
That's a long time to pay it off.
I know. And it doesn't have to be painful till 45 days prior to departure.
Nice.
You can call Debbie and say, hey, I booked. Put $25 on my deal. It's like no credit check, none of that. We don't need we don't need blood work. It's done. It's said, it's done. You're on the books. You have got these amazing deals. You're locked in, and she'll do the rest for you. So please look at the sun beaming down.
I know. It's
Caribbean sun. Yes.
I'm squinty eyed, guys. Sorry.
No, that's okay. No. So please reach out to Debbie. And if we will do everything we can, this is our new beach home. Yeah, Makisha said I could have a set of keys. That it's mine too now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would love to have you.
I'm glad we're friends.
Yes, I would love to have you and your clients here for Beaches and a Grill in Jamaica.
Awesome.
You will not regret it, guys. I'm serious. Where there's a will, there's a way, and we're here for you. So thank you so much for participating
Thanks,
today.
guys.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I think you can see from Debbie's video and everything she's talked about on her fam trip to Jamaica, how valuable it is for travel agents to be able to do this kind of research. And for that reason, using a travel agent is the best way for you to book that type of experience. Resorts are not all the same. They're very different. They all offer different things at different budgets, some for adult only, some are very family focused. So using a travel agent will really, really help you identify that specific resort that's going to meet your needs and promise you a real dream vacation.
You make an excellent point, because I see on Facebook all the time in some of these local groups, somebody getting on there saying, hey, what's the best all-inclusive resort in Mexico? And the answer is not the same for everyone. And likely the answer that you're going to get is the place that that person has been to. So if they've only visited one resort, they are going to tell you that this is the one you have to go to because they had such a great time. Then it might not be the right one for you. So getting with somebody who is more familiar, has studied the resorts, has gone to training, who has gone on fam trips and visited these resorts is really the way to go. And it doesn't cost you any extra. We get paid commission from the resorts themselves. So it doesn't cost you any extra to use a travel agent and let them do all the work for you.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
All right. So that is what it's like at Beaches and the Grill in Jamaica. And Peggy, you have a trip upcoming. Is it next week?
It is, yes. So I am headed to the Dominican Republic, Punta Cana, and I will be staying at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, and I will be doing about 15 site inspections in addition to staying at Hard Rock. So I will have a lot of information to share with all of you next month. So next month's focus will be the Dominican Republic, specifically Punta Cana.
Awesome.
And in the meantime, please remember to submit any questions you have to Debbie or me to Wanderlust, bbctv@gmail.com, and we will answer your question next month.
That's great. Thank you all for joining us today, and we will see you next month.
We'll see you next month.